So we are hours away from the Samsung Unpacked event for 2021, where we should see the official release of the Samsung Galaxy S21 series, some Galaxy boards, and also a wireless charging pad. Yeah, but our main interest in this video will be about the Samsung Galaxy S21 series. There we'll find the successors to the S20 series, the S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. So in this video we'll be looking at what you should expect after or during the Samsung Unpacked event, what you should expect in the Samsung S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. So in this video we'll be looking at the S21 series in four different categories, which are the design, the display, the performance, and the battery. So without wasting much time, let's get right into it. So starting off with the display, the S21 and the S21 Plus would have a glass and plastic sandwich. I think that's the right word. Yes, it will have a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus in front. It will have an aluminium frame and a plastic back, which for me, I feel that's not premium quality, man. If you need premium quality, why don't you just slap a glass aluminium frame and a glass at the back? That's better compared to a plastic back. But anyway, it's actually a step over the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, which actually came with a plastic frame and a plastic back, which was really awful. Now the S21 Ultra will actually have the best part of the cake, where it will have a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus out front, an aluminium frame, and Corning Gorilla Glass Victus at the back. So next up is the display. The S21 and S21 Plus will come with a full HD 120Hz AMOLED panel. Not actually a step up over the S20 series, because they actually came with 120Hz AMOLED full HD panel. Yes, but I think it should come with higher touch sampling rate. But the S21 Ultra would come with a WQHD AMOLED 120Hz panel, which is better than siblings, the S21 and S21 Plus. So next we'll talk about the performance. Now the S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra would come in two different variants. We'll have a Snapdragon model and we'll have an Exynos model. Now the Snapdragon model is for US, Canada, China, and South Korea. Yeah, they'll get the Snapdragon 888, while other parts of the world, Europe, Africa, and some parts of Asia will get the Exynos 2100. Now the Exynos 2100 actually posted really great scores. It had over 30% CPU boost over the Exynos 990 and over 20% GPU boost. So yeah, it should actually be a pretty good chipset. Now the Exynos 990 was an awful chipset because it overheated like real crazy and was 20% slower than the Snapdragon 865. Not even talking about the 865 Plus, which was actually disheartening because you are getting so much worse performance with the Exynos 990 over the Snapdragon 865. But I guess Samsung actually found a way to close this gap, because Snapdragon 888 and the Exynos 2100 are both using the Cortex X1 core, but the Exynos 2100 is actually running at 2.9 GHz, while the Snapdragon 888 is running at 2.84 GHz. So yeah, the Exynos 2100 should be really fast, and initial reports says that it's actually faster than the 888. So that's actually brilliant performance, Samsung, if they could actually. Now next up, I guess this should be the last point, we'll talk about the cameras. Now the cameras are probably one of the biggest discrepancies over this in the S21 series, because in the S21 Ultra you're getting a 108 megapixels main camera with laser autofocus and OIS. You're getting a 10 megapixels 10 times optical zoom with OIS and face detection autofocus. You're getting a 10 megapixels 3 times optical zoom with face detection autofocus and OIS, and you're getting a 12 megapixels ultra wide camera. That is really great. Now this is actually a step up over the S20 camera, which had a 4 times periscope zoom camera, which went up to 120 times space zoom. Actually, that 120 times was just marketing, because the photos at that point was just really blurry. But I guess this two sets of telephoto cameras should actually do a decent job. Now the S21 Plus, you're getting a 12 megapixels main camera with OIS, a 64 megapixels 1.1 times optical zoom with OIS, and a 12 megapixels ultra wide camera. While the S21 actually gets a 12 megapixels main camera with OIS, a 64 megapixels 1.1 times optical zoom with OIS, and a 12 megapixels ultra wide camera. Now all three phones can actually video 8K at up to 30 frames per second, 4K up to 60 frames per second, and 1080p up to 120 frames per second, which is really brilliant. Now I feel that the difference between the S21 Ultra, the S21 and the S21 Plus is really big. Considering the build quality, the S21 Ultra is just the best of the bunch. Like, the build quality is superb, like premium shelf quality. But for the S21 and the S21 Plus, I feel that plastic bag is actually really bad, because even under $500 you can get really great phones with wonderful build quality from last year, which are even better than the S21 and the S21 Plus. Normally Samsung launches two flagships every year, the Samsung Galaxy S series and the Samsung Galaxy Note series, but the Samsung Galaxy Note series would be scrapped in 2021, and so the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra would actually come with an S Pen, which actually only debuts on the Note series. So that is that for the S21 series. We are expecting three Samsung S21, the S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra, where the S21 Ultra should be the best of the bunch, and actually should come around 1,400 euros, which is really so much to pay for the S21 Ultra. So that is it for the S21 series. Now after the launch, which is some hours from now, I would give you my honest take on the S21. These are just leaks, and most of the specs of the S21 series, they were out already, so that's why I could actually gather some things to take this video. Last but not the least, S21 series will not come with a charger in the box, so you have to get your own personal charger. Drop polls concerning this topic. What do you think about smartphone manufacturers removing chargers from the box? Because for me, I feel it's just a way for companies to make more profits from the phones. But I would love to hear your take on that. What do you think about this? So see you after the launch. It's better to confirm every tech, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.